am here. Jeez, it seems like everyone's coming in for a bedtime story today. Alright. Hello, Stein. Hello, Oshagod. Hello. Hello, Kevin. How are you all doing this evening? Alright, oops. Great start. Alright. And another great start, I can't clear my throat. Oh, what else is new? You're just existing. I think we all are at this point. Alright, let's head on into Wonders of Sodor. See what wonderful bedtime material, bedtime story material it has for us. Okay. Right, it clearly wants me to go over here. Right, Jack Frost. A big freeze is coming, so Percy and James are sent to deliver coal to the stations. Looks like this is gonna be, a nighttime story, which seems quite fitting with
Jack
the
Frost.
vibes.
One evening, Sir Topham Hatt came to the sheds. There's a big freeze coming tonight, he said.
Sounds
James
lovely.
and Percy, I need you to deliver extra coal to the stations. Yes, sir, they said eagerly, and Sir Topham Hatt walked away. You better hurry, teased Thomas, or scary Jack Frost might get you.
Oh no, not Jack Frost.
Who's Jack Frost? Percy said nervously. Don't be silly, sniffed James. Jack Frost is not scary.
Oh really?
Yes, he is, teased Thomas. He's all white with a big spiky face. Rubbish, said James.
The way James blinks
James
is so
knew
weird.
Jack Frost wasn't scary, but poor Percy wasn't so sure.
Scariness is a matter of opinion. Like, it's in the eye of the beholder, that's the saying. You've been missing these streams, but... Oh, sorry.
Later that night, James had collected his coal trucks and set off to make his deliveries.
Okay, so I'm James
Silly
today, am
Percy,
I?
he thought. All steamed up over Jack Frost. The sooner we get this coal delivered, the sooner I can get back to my nice warm shed.
You've been missing these streams. You bet it's real fun still from what you've seen so far. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. There's a little bit of jank to it. Can't deny that, but what game doesn't have jank? He's not scary indeed. He's just a guy who wants to have fun. Ooh, that sounds terrifying to me, though. Right. Forwards, so... Right. Let's go! I hope this is already set for me to go right. Yes. Do I think snowball fights are scary? They can definitely be scary, yes. Someone about to just throw a snowball at me. God knows what's in it. They might have stuffed a rock in there for all I know. Right, let's go. Yeah, it's nice how it's nighttime now. Perfect vibes for, oh, we're going to Vickerstown for the first time. Wait, where are we going? Are we going towards the main? No, we're heading away from the mainland. I was like, hold on, we're not going to the mainland, are we? This isn't Journey Beyond Sodor, you know. This is Wonders of Sodor. Also, I don't have a brake fan. I'm pretty sure that's incredibly dangerous. Also, I love how I got like this whole like bedtime, you know, evening vibes going on right here. And then Darkrai is over there. Like, oh, we're all gonna have nightmares from this story then.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Darkrai doesn't mean any harm. It's just kind of funny that of all Pokemon it was going to be right now, it's Darkrai. It's more of a consensual snowball fight. I would hope all snowball fights are consensual. Also, I see that the game is a bit loud. Alright, that looks a little bit better. Also, I was thinking about changing the layout, or at least the background of the layout, for like evening streams. I of course didn't think of that until I was literally setting up to start today. Oh, we're switching tracks. Okay, we're going on the through track.
He's fallen in the water!
So all I did was just take a black screen and just set it to 90% transparency. Just to like darken the layout a little bit. Yeah, once I finish the stream, maybe I'll make a proper like nighttime version of it. Is the game still too loud? It looks like it is too loud. You like the purple in this one. I'm assuming that it's fine is in reference to the layout. Or the volume, I mean. It's fine was for the volume. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Yeah, I was thinking about like having a different layout that has like, you know, little like dots like stars, maybe like a moon, like the glow of a moon in the corner, something like that. I don't know, I'd have to have a think about it. Especially if I am gonna do like evening streams a bit more often for now. It feels just right to have one fitting of like the evening. Hello, Grilled Colombian. How are you doing today? How many derailings have I had so far and how many casualties? Well, I've derailed... Oh shit, I need to slow down. I've had one derailment so far. And it was with Gordon in the Express, so probably quite a few. Is it gonna change? Nope. I mean, yes. Alright. We're stopping at Ballyhoo. And stop. There we go.
We've reached our first stop. Let's drop off some of the coal trucks.
Okay. Uncouple. Magically just uncouple them.
That's one delivery complete. So let's head to our next stop.
Croven's Gates. So am I leaving some of them behind? Yes, I'm leaving the last two behind. Right, next stop, Croven's Gates. Gonna lurk now, have fun. Okay, no problem. Hope you have a nice evening, and I'm definitely already enjoying this evening. I feel like this game is probably the perfect, like, evening stream game. Just because of how chilled out it is. It's even more fitting how it's actually nighttime in the game. Oh yeah, let me just... Did I do this already? I don't remember. This is what that game was... This game was designed for. Right, I should also probably be watching where I'm going, just in case. Hello, Among Us. How you... I mean, Among Us. There's no N. How you doing today? Yep, these little stick things on the buffer beam are indeed called lamp irons, in case you didn't know. They are what the lamp goes on top of. Is that Duke and Boko? Oh, over here? Yes. I would love to see Boko and Duke for, in this game. Am I a Thomas fan? No. I'm playing this game because I hate Thomas. I'm kidding. Of course I'm a Thomas fan. Why would I be playing this game if I wasn't? Thomas was a big part of my childhood, like a lot of people nowadays. Non-Thomas fans are playing this game too. I suppose that is fair. If people aren't a fan of Thomas, they can still play the game if they want to, but I'm definitely a Thomas fan. Yeah, I should be slowing down. All good? He just came from a stream where a guy was struggling so bad. I was definitely struggling with this game until I got the hang of it. I've never played a train simulator game before, so there's probably that, but yeah, I feel like I got the hang of it now. Right, stop.
Here's our next station. Let's drop off some more coal.
Is my own lamp casting a shadow?
Another delivery complete. Hopefully, all this coal is enough to keep the passengers nice and warm during this cold weather. I'm just glad that I have my firebox to keep me from getting too cold.
Next stop, Kelsthorpe. Right, press the right button, that will definitely help. Left another free. Right, 4.4 kilometers, here we go. Don't want to go too fast, but fast enough. Oh! Facing the camera, not gonna lie, is a little awkward. morning, Matana. How you doing today? Yep, we're playing as James today. Delivering coal to the different stations in preparation for this big freeze that's coming up. Apparently. And then again, it's already snowy. How is the big freeze not started yet? I'm no meteorologist. I can't answer that question. It's hot over there. I don't know what the temperature is for me right now. According to my phone, it is 6 degrees. But then again, it's nighttime where I am, so of course it's going to be a bit colder than normal. I think most of the time during the day it's around 10 degrees lately, like 10 to 15 degrees, somewhere around there. You asked that because only a rail enthusiast or Thomas fan would know what a lamp iron is. Oh god, slow down. I wouldn't really call myself a rail enthusiast. But I do feel like I know enough about railways to know what a lamp iron is. I also know enough to know that James has got the wrong head code for this. Well, then again, I am pulling freight, so maybe it is actually right? Oh god, no, 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 no. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Phew!
We finally reached our last delivery, so let's drop off all the remaining trucks. That's all of the coal delivered. Now I can get back to my nice warm shed.
Well, if you're gonna travel
And
light
with
engine,
that,
make sure you put
James
the
walked
lamp
back
on
towards
this lamp
Timothy's
iron.
sheds.
You know, because that's what light engines are supposed to have for a head code. Percy!
Meanwhile, Percy was making his last delivery. Jack Frost is not scary. Jack Frost is not scary. Jack Frost is not scary.
Right. Okay, we're going to Kronk. Okay. Right, go into drive. Are we gonna move? Can I look out? Why am I struggling to move? I don't know. Can I get out, please? Thank you. Right, let's go. Right. It's 32 here. 32 Fahrenheit or Celsius? Because I know you're American, so by default you tend to use Fahrenheit. If it is Fahrenheit, then that is pretty cold, because I'm pretty sure that's 0 degrees Celsius. If it's Celsius, then that sounds unbearably hot, at least to me. Seeing a Thomas game be Game of the Year makes your day as a Thomas fan. Wait, has it been given Game of the Year? If so, that's crazy. That's great news. I thought the Game of the Year takes place later in the year. Celsius, yeah, it is hot. Okay, yeah. Anything above 15 to me is boiling hot. We're all coming together to enjoy this game. Exactly. This is a game that Thomas fandom has wanted for so long. And I feel like our patience has been rewarded, thankfully. There is definitely a little bit of jank in the game, but then again, what game doesn't have jank, eh? And I hope they'll add more to the game. That would be definitely nice to see. Maybe some more stories, or, well, new stories, add some characters. I've got a few ideas of characters I would like to have in the game. It's not showing right this second, but they are there. Careful. Yeah, Percy's pretty good at stopping even though I'm sliding. That counts, apparently. Alright, next Kildane. Right, just the free. No brake van, though, for some strange reason. I feel like besides just getting a little bit of polish with the jank in this game, I feel like one of the big details I would really like to see added is accurate head codes for the engines, rather than all just having the freight head codes. Like, especially when it's not actually, you know, we're not actually pulling a freight train. Yeah, Gordon has the express head code, but he has it regardless of whether he's pulling the express. So it is still like the same problem, if that makes any sense. Alright, I don't have much room to overshoot this time. Dreamlight Valley has its faults at first too. Yeah, every game has faults. Faults, flaws. There's no such thing as like a truly perfect game. There's always some sort of like thing that you can do to it to make it even better. I love the way Percy just slides when he's braking. And stop. There we go, that's a bit better.
Percy soon made his last delivery. The station master was very pleased to see him. Percy.
Yeah,
cried,
why are you out of
"We need
focus?
twice as much coal to last through this freeze."
You sound like Donald and
"Don't worry,"
Douglas.
Percy said. "This is my last stop. You can have mine. My lovely warm firebox will keep me nice and cozy."
Oh, not for long, though.
So Percy's driver parked him on a siding with only a lantern for company.
I don't get to do that?
"Do you think scary Jack Frost will find me?" said Percy. Jack Frost is
One
not
of them is
scary,
in
chuckled
focus.
his driver. "And don't worry, Emily will bring you some more coal in the morning." And then his driver and fireman went home to bed.
But they're just standing there.
Late that night, the icy wind howled.
Yeah, you're kind of regretting
It
this
started
decision,
to
aren't you,
snow.
Percy?
And Percy's fire had almost gone out. Soon Percy's face was so cold, an icicle hung from his nose.
But it's not hanging, it's sticking out from his nose.
Bother, stuttered Percy. But it didn't sound like Percy. It was so cold, he could hardly make a sound.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose,
The
Percy.
next morning, Emily arrived with plenty of coal for Percy. "Oh my," she said. "It looks like Jack Frost really got you there." Soon Percy was loaded with fresh coal, and his fire was soon burning nicely. It wasn't long before his ice mask melted away.
Wow, it melted fast.
"So scary Jack Frost is only frost," puffed Percy happily, and soon he was as warm as toast.
Wasn't James supposed to drive by and get scared of Percy?
Water would be nice.
Alright, thanks. Yeah, they skipped the James running away from Percy. Like, wasn't James supposed to pass by on his way back to Tidmouth Sheds? And Percy would be like, hello, James, and James would have got terrified. Something like that? Oh. Oh well. James in the van. Okay, we can do James in the van. There's clearly a lot that was missing. Yeah. It does feel like they are a little bit limited in what they can
James
and can't
and the
do. Like, so far I haven't seen any actual crashes, like, in the show, which I'm a bit disappointed
and James
by.
was bringing a goods train from the Little Western.
The
He
Little
was
Western?
cold and tired, and wouldn't stop complaining.
Little Western DLC coming
I'll
up?
never do this, he moaned. A splendid engine like me should be pulling coaches, not these troublesome trucks.
Silly James. Duck and Oliver aren't in
"Don't
this
worry,
game.
James," said his fireman. "We've nearly reached the yard now, so you can have a drink and a rest before your next train." "Good," James replied. "A nice long rest will make me feel much better."
Okay, what are we doing? Stop as indicated. Okay, but the signal is red. Oh, no it's not. Okay. James in the Van sounds like a magazine story that Christopher Audrey wrote. Is it sacrilege that I've read basically none of any of the railway series or magazine stories? I feel like it probably is. I should probably go buy the railway series and read it, honestly. Yeah, the more I think about it, actually, the more I feel like I should actually just go buy the railway series and just give it all a read. It just feels right to do so. I've already got another book series I'm waiting to read. Can I get out? Or stop? One of the two? Alright. Right, where exactly am I stopping? Okay, I see the markers now. Right, slow down. It gets really interesting as you read on. I'm sure it does. I know the basic premise of the Railway series. I've just never read it. Okay, reverse. Also, I see Stein has just gone live, so give them a quick shout out. They're one of my mods, a great friend. And if you want to watch some Monster Hunter story free, I definitely recommend them. I'm just carefully gonna be backing into the siding. I'm just gonna trust all the points are set correctly. Looks like it. There we go.
Soon they arrived back at the yard. James was still feeling rather upset, and as he stood in the yard, the icy wind swirled around his smokebox.
Oh no, you're gonna be Jack
Bother
Frost
this
next.
Cold weather, he shivered. Right, said his fireman. I'll jump down and uncouple the trucks. Then we can go and fetch the coaches. He walked over to the coupling and tried to uncouple it. But try as he might, it would not budge.
It's frozen in place,
What's
isn't
going
it?
on back there? Asked James. I'm going to be late for my passengers. There seems to be a problem with the coupling, said his fireman at last. It looks like we're going to have to take the van with us.
It doesn't look frozen together.
What? Exclaimed James. Pull my train and this horrible van too? No, I won't. What would the other engines think if they found out?
I wouldn't care very much.
Great, grumbled the van. Now I'm stuck behind you for the rest of the day.
Well, you better not be
Oh,
troublesome.
Come on, soothed his fireman. We must remember the passengers. We can't leave them standing out in the cold. Fine, groaned James. The sooner we take these passengers, the sooner I can get to the works and get my coupling fixed.
Just get some warm water or something. Alright, we're going that way. Forward. Apparently James and the Express was going to be a story here. Oh. Am I going to pull the Express anyway? With a van as well? They didn't say the Express, so I'm assuming probably not. It's just going to be probably a regular passenger train. With the wrong head code, of course. I'm kind of overshooting! Or not. I get to show this troublesome van what pulling passenger trains is like. Bet it's never experienced that before. Hello, Trash Can. You're on mute at your grandma's. Hope I have a good stream. Thank you, Trash Can. Hope you're having a great time at your grandma's. And I'm definitely having fun so far today. This does look like the Express to me. Right, now we're gonna have to shunt ourselves into the station. Yeah, it does feel a bit strange having a van in a passenger train. I imagine usually they would be at the back of the train if they need a bit of extra cargo carriage, but this time we're at the front because apparently our coupling is broken. Well, hey, at least it's broken in a way that makes it still usable. Careful. And there we go. Oh, sorry. Right, anyone getting on? You gonna get on, or you just gonna stare at the train?
James arrived at the platform, still cold and upset. As he watched the passengers begin to board the train, he was surprised
What
to see that
passengers?
the passengers didn't take much notice of the ban.
There's
good,
no
he thought
passengers
to
even
himself.
there.
Maybe if the passengers don't notice, then maybe none of the other engines will.
Yeah, you're not even getting on. There's not a single person in this train. Alright, can we go forward, please? Oh yeah, brake first. Forward and go. Hello, Filthy Casual. How you doing today? Yeah, what passengers? Passengers don't always render. Another example of jank in this game. Yeah, I hope it is a bug and not just they forgot to even put them in the game to do that. As far as you can tell, that's just a train sim world thing. Ah. Yeah, this game is built off of Train Sim World, isn't it? So pretty much any bugs in that game are gonna carry over to this. Unless, of course, they took the time to fix them. I've never played, like, a train simulator before, so to an extent, I didn't really know what to expect from this game. What's that noise? Why is there, like, a weird grinding sound? Or is that just me hearing that? It should have been built off of GTA. Oh my god, that would be incredible if it was. Yeah, that would have been like, well, I guess this game is already a dream come true, kinda. But that would have been even more of a dream come true. Yeah, then we could drive Bertie. And then imagine what all the crashes would be like in this game. You're okay, got off work a bit ago. Eating some dinner, preparing for your own first ever stream tonight. Ooh! The first ever one, that sounds exciting. Would I tune in while eating and prepping to see how I'm getting on? Well, thanks for stopping by, I really do appreciate it. I think I'm doing well so far today. I haven't crashed or failed yet. Touch wood. Now, knowing my luck, I'm gonna crash into whatever is at the end of the line here. But yeah, what are you thinking of playing for your first ever stream? Is it gonna be this game? By chance? I mean, there's plenty of road on this map. True. I mean, they do have... Oh god, I need to slow down. They do have the entire 3D model of the island of Sodor they can build off of. So really, they could probably make any part of Sodor. Unless, of course, they're wanting to add something that the original map doesn't have, like the Harwick branch line. I'm 99% sure that is not on the original map, because that was added after... Well, I think it was only recently made canon by Richard Aldry? Something like that? Here we are. Right, anyone gonna get in or out? Nope, I'm just gonna have one person staring at the train again.
As James arrived at the station, he suddenly heard a familiar whistle. Oh,
it's
no,
Gordon,
said James. It's Gordon.
What is the big deal with this frickin' van?
What are you doing coupled to that van? Asked Gordon.
Oh, is that what passes as a special coach nowadays?
The special coach?
Gordon puffed away, still laughing.
Is this the special coach we've all been
James
looking for?
tried to ignore him, and it wasn't long before the guard's whistle blew and they continued on their way.
Alright, well that was embarrassing. I already opened the doors. Why do I have to open them again? Just have this guy, this person staring at the train. You enjoying the show? Bye! Right, so Wellsworth next. You're tempted, but you think tonight you'll be doing Derail Valley. Oh, I don't think I've ever heard of that game before, but it sounds like a lot of fun. Derailing. I am a little disappointed in this game that, you know, in the Railway series and Thomas and Friends, like the crashes are a big thing in the like stories. So in this game, for crashes to just be pretty much not a thing, at least so far, I feel a little bit disappointed by. Like, even if they were just like, you know, a cutscene thing that you can't actually just crash the engines however you want. Yeah. Harold would be fun. True, something kind of like when I did Thomas and Bertie with Thomas Racing Bertie. We could do that, oh, I forget what it's called. The story where Percy races Harold. We could do that. I mean, the missing coach. Yeah, but it's called... Like, Thomas is looking for a special coach. Like, that's what Thomas calls it, right? I don't know. I know that episode never got actually released, so I could be misremembering. I probably am. James is a vain, very vain little engine. He doesn't like anything that can potentially make him look bad. Truer words have never been spoken. Oh my god, I'm gonna overshoot! Please slow down. Okay, I think I might actually be okay. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Yeah, I'm definitely fine. Imagine crashing and the screen says fail. Even better. Imagine you crash into buffers and you get that, like, flash, like in GTA 5. And the whole thing just slows down and it just comes up with, you died. Or even worse, you got scrapped for crashing. No one gonna get on? I'm just pulling empty coaches
James
here.
soon arrived at Wellsworth Station. As the passengers began to board, he
What
suddenly
passengers?
noticed the station master talking to someone with a large wooden box.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but you can't bring this on the train, said the station master. There isn't enough space. You'll need to wait for the mail train later tonight.
I see where this is
But I'm
going.
performing in an important concert, explained the passenger. And I must get myself and my piano there on time.
Why does it say passengers when there's only
James
one of
listened
them?
carefully, and suddenly an idea came to him. Excuse me, he called, but you could try putting your piano into my van. I'm sure it would fit, and it would mean you could get to your concert on time.
Yay! It actually became useful.
Passenger was delighted.
He doesn't look very
That's a
delighted.
wonderful
He looks
idea,
like he
James,
just got
said the passenger.
diagnosed with something
What a
terrible.
clever engine you are.
It looks so sad.
James felt rather pleased with himself.
Oh, it actually opens. Not actually going to put it in,
Piano
though.
is heavy, moaned the van. Why did we have to take it? Do stop your complaining, puffed James. All this fuss over one wooden box.
With a piano
The
inside.
piano is loaded now, so it's almost time for us to get going, said James to the passenger. So the passenger hurried quickly to their carriage, and moments later, the guard
Am
blew
I
his
actually
whistle,
going to find him
and
in the
James knew it was
coaches?
time to leave.
I don't see him in there. No, the passenger's not here. Well, it's lost. And I'll just puff away with my new piano. I'll put it in Tidmouth Sheds. It'll be a nice decoration next to that framed picture of Duke in the in Tidmouth Sheds. Kids would have a blast. I would have a blast. Yeah, if it did something like that, I would be crashing the engines on purpose, just for the pure fun of it. But then again, with the game being very unforgiving, maybe I would save that to the end. Just crash over and over and over and over again. Yeah, that would be just a quality of life thing I would do. Would just be, make the dialogue skippable. Because when you do mess up and you have to start over, it is a bit annoying. I have to listen to the story again. I mean, kids play GTA anyway, so why not? Exactly. There's never been a better argument. Well, pretty much that is, to an extent, what already happens. Like, you just crash and the game is just like, failure situation. Like, engine derailed, and then you just see the start over screen. They really shouldn't, though. True, but is that gonna stop them? Nope. Did it stop me? Nope. Right, can we please slow down? It stopped you. Well, you're a much better person than I am, then, for obeying the, age ratings. I'm pretty sure when I was a kid, I didn't even understand that those age ratings refer what they actually meant. Ah, you're not. It sounds like you are. You just had strict parents. That's fair as well. My mum was a lot more lenient. She did explain to me how, you know, the things that you can do in this game are not okay to do in real life, but they're okay in the video games. And I understood that. Even though I was like, I don't know, like 7 years old or something. Nope, no one's even getting on.
At the next station, Sir Topham Hatt was waiting for James to arrive. He was surprised to see a goods van in front of his coaches. He was just about to ask him about it when the owner of the piano came over to see him.
How did he get here? He wasn't
This
on the
clever
train.
engine and his crew came to my rescue, he explained. They helped me to transport my piano in time for my band's concert tonight.
Nice picture.
And James offered to help. You must be
Is that an
very
Easter
proud
egg?
of him.
Indeed I am, smiled Sir Topham Hatt. James, your quick thinking has helped a passenger in need, and you've once again proven yourself to be a really useful engine.
Yay!
Thank you, sir, puffed James proudly.
Such an honor.
Hey, what about me? Cried the van. I had to carry the piano.
Yeah, and I had to pull
Sir
you.
Topham Hatt turned his attention to the van.
Really useful van?
I hear you helped one of my passengers today, he said. So I must thank you as well. You are
Yay!
a very useful van indeed. And you've even given me an idea. Perhaps we should consider adding vans to all our passenger trains in future.
You should.
I
It
think
sounds
that's a
very
good
useful.
idea, sir, said James. Getting stuck to a goods van wasn't such a bad thing after all. The van was pleased, but a little embarrassed. He wasn't used to getting praise like this, and was looking forward to his next passenger train.
Aww. Oh, and I can't get out to get the Easter egg. Dang it! You mean you wanted to play GTA San Andreas when your cousin played it because it looked fun? It is fun! Including as a kid. Because that was a game I was playing as a kid when I really probably shouldn't have. But hey, my mum let me, so that's what I did. That is good. That's a good mom slash whatever the word is for where you are. It is that. I'm from the UK, so we say mum here. Yes, the painting is a collectible. Dang it, I can't pick it up. Oh well. Yeah, this does feel like an Audrey story, doesn't it? Excuse me. Maybe a little bit on the simple side, but I suppose so. You think it was? If not, it just shows the devs understand the material. I don't remember this story at all, but like I've said, I've never actually read the books properly, so it could just be that I just have never seen it. First Class Engine is next. Yeah, we got a bit of time before the next break, so I can start this.
First Class Engine. Early one morning, Percy arrived back at Tidmouth Sheds, very tired.
Thomas looks like he's trying not to laugh.
Morning, Percy, said Thomas. You do look tired.
Oh my god, I need to check in
Yes,
there to
I
see if
am,
the
said
picture of
Percy
Duke is in
sleepily.
here.
I was up all night delivering the mail. It seems like there are more letters and parcels than ever. Heh, scoffed James. You're only a little engine. No wonder you struggle to manage those heavy vans. Perhaps Sir Topham Hatt should give the job to another engine, or even Harold. I'm sure they could
Harold?
manage the work.
Harold DLC coming up?
I can manage fine on my own, thank you, said Percy firmly.
Perhaps, said a voice, you could do with a little help, Percy.
It was Sir Topham Hatt, who had just arrived and had heard everything.
James, you think another engine should help take the mail. I think that's a very good idea, and I'm sure Percy wouldn't mind the lighter workload for a while.
Percy was pleased, and James looked smug. That was until Sir Topham Hatt continued.
I'm assigning both you and Percy to tonight's mail run. You can help him collect all the letters and parcels that need to go to the mainland.
Are we gonna go to the mainland?
James
Probably
was
not. Probably
horrified.
only as far as Vicarstown.
But sir, he protested, I'm supposed to be taking the express in the morning, and I can't do that if I've been busy all night pulling the mail train.
Why not?
I'm sure Emily wouldn't mind taking the express in your place, James, replied Sir Topham Hatt. Now the decision is final, so I'll hear no more about it.
Grin.
And Sir Topham Hatt turned and walked away.
But he's just standing there. Oh.
Later that night, James and Percy had collected their mail vans and were waiting for them to be loaded at Knapford Station. Percy was trying to explain to James what he had to do, but James was taking no notice. James, you must remember to collect all the bags of mail at each station, explained Percy. Sometimes the mail will arrive by road, so you have to be patient and wait for the van to arrive and be loaded into your train before you leave.
Yeah, tell James to be
But
patient.
James
That's gonna
was
go
too
well.
busy thinking about getting back to his shed and waking up to pull the morning express.
We've already established Emily's
Just
pulling
then,
it.
the guard's whistle blew, and the two engines set off. Good luck, James, said Percy. I'll manage fine, thank you, James grumbled.
James blinks
Silly
so
Percy,
strangely.
thinking I can't manage a few bags of mail. It can't be that difficult.
Famous last words. You thought I was from the UK, but there are some points where you're like, wait, is she? So you want to cover all your bases. You're American yourself. Yeah, a lot of people do seem to find it difficult to figure out where I'm from, but yes, I'm from the UK. I know I have a bit of an American accent, though. And also the inability to speak properly, that's another thing, and I keep having to mute myself. Apparently the music in the files... The music is in the files, but it's bugged. Wait, is there supposed to be music playing throughout this game? I don't think I've heard any at all. That's all you've heard. Interesting. I do appreciate how the cutscenes play out like scenes from the model series, even though the human NPCs don't look like die-cast action figures. Yeah, it seems like it's trying to be like a weird mix of the model series and the CGI series. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't really. You saw that Percy's troublesome day and Gordon and the troublesome trucks were supposed to have crashes. I don't think I've reached those levels just yet. Alright. Okay, break time is coming up in a few minutes, so I might as well just get that out of the way now. Let the ads play while I'm away so they don't interrupt the gameplay. And when I get back, we'll be pulling the mail train. So, see you in a bit. It's just barely too short to reach. Can't hit me, can't hit me. What is that? That is not what Hyper Beam is supposed to do. God, that was an amusing thing to see. Jeez, that was close! I was literally just holding my breath like I'm so dead. No, I was like 1 pixel away. Come on, come on. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, did I get it? No. Damn it. Alright, stay distracted. Please, no! Fuck you. Come on. It's suppository! Wow, it was right in that crack right there. Right. Ready! Finally! The suppository is the thing that finally works. Isn't that just how medicine is sometimes? Okay, maybe that wasn't smart. Thinking, oh, I can survive that. No, I couldn't. Oh, what the fuck? Excuse me, I was not expecting to be spawned right in a sunwing nest. I'm gonna die. Well, that was a very fitting mission failed. Yeah.
Hi.
Okay, well, I'm glad it fixed itself, although I don't have a clue what went wrong there.
She found that record.
A data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me. In a virtual replica of a house. Overlooking the ocean.
Excuse me?
It was beautiful. She showed me.
Alright, we're back. Because Mark records, luckily, no one was hurt. Okay then. Alright, well, just as a quick note, please don't give me spoilers for this game, because this is my first playthrough and I'd like to get through it as fresh as I can, if that makes any sense. Is that the moon? Why is it yellow? Wait, why is the moon white with a yellow ring? Or outline? That doesn't look like the moon, it looks like the sun, just without a glow. Yeah, I don't see any other potential moons around. Alright, Percy's heading down Thomas's branch line. And we're sticking to the main line. Excuse me? Please, thank you. Oh, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate that. You did a James whistle right as I was doing James whistles as well. I love doing the whistles. I love doing the whistles. Nice voice crack right there. Yeah, for those who are new to the channel, I have throat problems, which causes my voice to often crack like that. Or me to have to constantly try and clear my throat, which is really annoying. Yeah. Oh well, I try to mute the mic as much as I can when I need to. Slow down. Here we are at Crosby. Pretty much a perfect stop.
Right, let's get all this mail loaded into the vans. Then we can be on our way.
Collect the mail. Wait, do I have to do this? Yes, I do. Okay, I did not realize that. I'm glad I didn't just sit there doing nothing.
That's all the mail from this station. Let's get going. The sooner we finish collecting all this mail, the sooner I can get back to my shed.
And then go to sleep for a job you're not going to do. We already established Emily's pulling the express tomorrow, not you. Really is surprisingly relaxing. Just driving along in this game. I think I've said it a bunch of times already, but I'm gonna say it again. I was worried this was gonna be kind of boring, but no, it's surprisingly relaxing. I'm sure I'd get bored of it eventually if I was just playing this game and nothing else. Besides that, it's really nice and relaxing. Yes, I was. You saw that. Wait, what? Wait. Wait, what did you see? Sorry, have I missed something? Oh, you're not talking to me. Sorry. Yes, I realized that. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm assuming I'm gonna have to pick up more post here. So don't just sit around doing nothing, because I gotta load my own train. Stop. Here we go.
It looks like the station master is waiting for us.
Hello?
Hello, James, said the station master. Some of the mail arriving by road has been delayed, so you'll need to wait for it to arrive. In the meantime, here is the rest of the mail for you. Bother, muttered James. This is sure to make me late now.
Okay. Right. Gimme. It feels kind of like Subnautica picking it up like that.
Come on, driver. We can't afford to be late.
Okay, James, calm down. But we have to wait for the post van, don't we? Drive away without waiting for the rest of the mail to arrive. You don't want to be late. Okay.
Wait, James, wait!
Called the station master.
Sorry.
But James didn't stop. He was determined not to be late and wanted to prove he was better than Percy.
Well, you're not doing that very well by doing the job wrong. Yeah, here's an example of what I was saying about sometimes the drivers don't seem to have any free will of their own. They're just like an extension of the locomotive itself. Because even though I'm the driver, I can't choose to wait. Personally, I feel like the Thomas Stewart stories kind of work best if the drivers just don't exist. I realize that that's, you know, it's not realistic, but I feel like it just works better for the stories if the engines can just drive themselves. Because otherwise, it makes all of their actions not actually their actions, they're just the driver's actions. Next. Is the moon still around here somewhere? Can't see it. Looks like this. No, there's the moon. Or what appears to be the moon. Welcome back, Filthy Casual. Hope the break wasn't too bad for you. Yeah, I feel like taking the breaks every hour or so not only is good for me, because it gives me a chance to just get up and stretch my legs a bit, but it also keeps the ads off of people who haven't subscribed for one reason or another. Because sometimes people don't want to subscribe, and that's totally fine. I always feel bad when people subscribe anyway, so I like to try and give them as minimal incentive as possible. There we go.
As James arrived at Marin Station, the station master ran up to him looking rather upset.
He called ahead, didn't he?
James,
yes,
he said, I've had a phone call from the station master at Wellsworth, and he tells me that you didn't wait for the mail to arrive by road.
It was my driver. She drove me away.
James felt foolish. Now, continued the station master, we have arranged for the mail to be brought here. So please, can you wait for it to arrive? It's vital that this important mail reaches its destination on time.
I thought I was going to have to reverse back up the
This
line.
time, James listened carefully, and suddenly an idea came to him. If I deliver all the important mail, he thought, then I'm sure that Sir Topham Hatt will say I'm really useful. Maybe even more useful than Percy.
Yeah, doing your job properly
sir,
will probably
said
make
James
you a
to the
really
station
useful
master.
engine.
I promise I'll wait for the mail to arrive and make sure it gets to the mainland in time.
Good, James.
That's a good engine, smiled the station master. The mail won't be long now, so you'll soon be on your way again. So James waited for the mail to arrive.
6.5 hours later.
He didn't have to wait long. He heard a car horn coming from nearby, and then watched as a red post van pulled into the station car park.
It's a shame the cars in the post van don't have faces. Wait, whistles discovered? Oh! Aha! Yes. Alright, I'm glad I remembered that. Right. I can't move. I can't move. I can't move. Game, game, can I please move? I literally cannot move. Like you see on my controller, I am trying my hardest. Oh, I can. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. What happened? I don't know. James, any chance you could back up on your own so I can try and jump in? Oh. Wait. Oh. I've somehow zoomed in. I don't even know how. What is happening? Oh, don't tell me I've soft locked. Yeah, I can still move around with photo mode. Oh. Sure. Why not? I still can't move. Is there an unstuck button or something? I highly doubt it. um... Well then, I guess I'm restarting this story. Well, that's the second softlock I found in this game.
First class engine.
I really wish I
Early
could
one
skip
morning,
this.
Percy arrived back at Tidmouth Sheds, very tired. Morning, Percy, said Thomas. You do look tired.
Oh, you have no
Yes,
idea,
I
Thomas. I've
am,
already gone
said
through like
Percy
half the
sleepily.
story.
I was up all night delivering the mail. It seems like there are more letters and parcels than ever. Heh, scoffed James. You're only a little engine. No wonder you struggle to manage those heavy vans. Perhaps Sir Topham Hatt should give the job to another engine, or even Harold. I'm sure they could manage the work. I can manage fine on my own, thank you, said Percy firmly.
Perhaps, said a voice, you could do with a little help, Percy.
It was Sir Topham Hatt, who had just arrived and had heard everything.
Yeah, you heard all of this already.
James, you think another engine should help take the mail. I think that's a very good idea. and I'm sure Percy wouldn't mind the lighter workload for a while. Percy was pleased, and James looked smug. That was until Sir Topham Hatt continued. I'm assigning both you and Percy to tonight's mail run. You can help him collect all the letters and parcels that need to go to the mainland.
Maybe this time you'll wait and be patient.
Was horrified. But say, he protested, I'm supposed to be taking the express in the morning, and I can't do that if I've been busy all night pulling the mail train.
I'm sure Emily wouldn't mind taking the express in your place, James, replied Sir Topham Hatt. Now the decision is final, so I'll hear no more about it.
And Sir Topham Hatt turned and walked away.
Even though he's just standing there. Oh, I feel kind of bummed out
Later
now.
that night,
I just gotta do
James
this
and
all
Percy
over again.
collected their mail vans,
And it wasn't
were
even my
waiting for them to be
fault.
loaded at Knapford Station. Percy was trying to explain to James what he had to do, but James was taking no notice. James, you must remember to collect all the bags of mail at each station, explained Percy. Sometimes the mail will arrive by road, so you have to be patient and wait for the van to arrive and be loaded into your train before you leave. But James was too busy thinking about getting back to his shed and waking up to pull the morning express. Just then, the guard's whistle blew, and the two engines set off. Good luck, James, said Percy. I'll manage fine, thank you, James grumbled. Silly Percy, thinking I can't manage a few bags of mail. It can't be that difficult.
Oh, it's especially difficult if you literally can't move. Alright, off we go again. I said off we go again, please. Thank you. Right, now I'm in a hurry because I'm like, I've already done this. I just hope it doesn't happen again. Because if it does, that's going to be a real pain in the butt. Alright, bye Percy! No, Percy's not going to whistle. Really sit a lot more comfortably. That's a bit better. really want to get a better office chair, because the one I'm sitting on is not exactly the most comfortable. I mean, it gets the job done. Excuse me? There we go.
Right, let's get all this mail loaded into the vans. Then we can be on our way.
There. Thank you. Another whistle.
That's all the mail from this station. Let's get going. The sooner we finish collecting all this mail, the sooner I can get back to my shed.
Yeah, I've been playing this game for like 10 hours and I'm only just finding some collectibles. I don't know if that's good or not. I feel like it's probably a little bit shameful. I mean, I knew they were around, I just never found them. Right, this is not the station I got stuck at. That's the next one. Good.
It looks like the station master is waiting for us.
Hello.
Hello, James, said the station master.
Some of the mail arriving by road has been delayed, so you'll need to wait for it to arrive. In the meantime, here is the rest of the mail for you. Bother, muttered James. This is sure to make me late now.
Yeah, too bad you're not going to stay here and wait, are you? There was a whistle there, apparently. I didn't even see it.
Come on, driver. We can't afford to be late.
Alright. Alright then, let's go.
Wait, James, wait!
Called the station master.
Sorry.
But James didn't stop. He was determined not to be late and wanted to prove he was better than Percy.
I want to prove that I'm not going to get softlocked again. And hopefully I won't. We can only hope. Because if I do get softlocked again, then I might be stuck. I've been avoiding all the stuff about this game, so for all I know, people are saying like, oh yeah, first-rate engine is like not passable because of a softlock. So I'm just gonna hope that was a one-off and it's not gonna happen again. Right, there's the stop. Excuse me. Noisy bike going by outside. I do apologize if you can hear that. Maybe they're rushing out from Marin Station.
As James arrived at Marin Station, the station master ran up to him looking rather upset. James, he said, I've had a phone call from the station master at Wellsworth, and he tells me that you didn't wait for the mail to arrive by road.
I love his slight
James
Scottish
felt
accent.
foolish. Now, continued the station master, we have arranged for the mail to be brought here. So please, can you wait for it to arrive? It's vital that this important mail reaches its destination on time. This time, James listened carefully, and suddenly an idea came to him.
Maybe
If I
my
deliver
driver
all the
should not
important mail,
softlock
he
this
thought,
time.
then I'm sure that Sir Topham Hatt will say I'm really useful. Maybe even more useful than Percy.
Scottish accents are
Don't
amazing.
worry, sir,
Witness
said James
Peter
to the station
Capaldi.
master. I promise I'll wait for the mail to arrive and make sure it gets to the mainland in time.
Oh God. Imagine if they
That's
got
a good
Capaldi to
engine,
Nerley
smiled the
Thomas.
station master. The mail won't be long now, so you'll soon
That would be
on
quite
your way
interesting.
again. So James waited for the mail
I'm
to
sure
arrive.
they can't be any good than Mac Mulligan.
He didn't
I'm
have
kind
to
of tripping
wait
over
long.
my own tongue
He
doing
heard
that.
a car horn coming from nearby. and then watched as a red post van pulled into the station car park.
Oh, a red post van pulled into the car park. Right, please don't soft lock again. Wait. Oh, sorry. Alright, thank you. Please don't soft lock. Thank you. Alright, ready to
Soon
go?
The important mail was loaded, and James puffed quickly away. He was determined to make up for lost time, but was even more determined to prove that he could be as patient as Percy.
Oh, he was determined to be as patient as Percy. Or to prove he can be as patient as Percy. I don't think that Scottish accent is very good, but it's my best attempt. Sounds like you find it funny, though. Alright, well I'm glad I haven't soft locked, but now I'm scared I'm just gonna soft lock later on and have to do all this yet again. You sure the Scots have heard worse? Oh yeah, I'm sure they have. Are those the standing stones? If they are, they might be in the wrong place. Or maybe the illustration of them is in the wrong place. Oh god, I need to slow down or I'm gonna derail. Oh my god, I'm a lot closer than I thought I was. Also, is the audio cutting out or is that just me? Are my earphones finally dying? Okay, well thank god James has got pretty decent brakes. Oh, there's a picture here as well. Oh, it's a picture of Thomas. That was kind of hard. Yeah, it's a picture of Thomas at Farquhar. Or, I think it's No, that's not Farquhar. Where is that? I don't actually know. But, yoink. I don't see any whistles or anything. Oh, it's on the other side. Hold on a second. Yeah, I went to collect that. Okay, I've got... Oh my god, I've just realized I've only got so much time! Hurry, hurry, hurry! Please pick it up, please pick it up, please pick it up! Alright. Okay, there was a whistle on there, right. Okay, let's get back into the train. I'm not in the train, the mail vans go in the train. It's a slight shame that they've done the Americanisms in this game rather than the, you know, the Britishisms. You know, that the series originally comes from, you know? Like they say mail instead of post. There you go. Sorry you're lagging behind a bit. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's the annoying thing when you're like a viewer of in a Twitch chat, is because you see the game like often like a good like half minute before the streamer does, which is a bit of a pain sometimes, but hey, at least we can see the game at all, no matter how far away the player is. All these things we take for granted, we really should be more grateful of them. You know, like things like Twitch actually exist. Oh, I feel like if the internet didn't exist, I probably wouldn't be here because I would be driven insane from loneliness. And I feel like I already am. Even with the internet. Oh dear. But we're not here to discuss that. We're here to play Thomas Wonders of Sodor. Okay, more post bags. Can I? Thank you. Excuse me. Oh my god, that timer! Why is it so fast? Oh, just in time, I think. If I got enough time. I didn't even get to see that picture. Take a look at the gallery edit in just a minute, because I need to get back to James. Oh my god, you give me 10 seconds to get back in the frickin'... Jeez, this game is incredibly strict. Or at least this particular level is extremely strict. Doesn't seem like I can see Knapford Gallery from there. That's probably from the main menu rather than the polls menu. Okay, we got a good long run here though. It is strict, but it's peak. It could definitely be better. I don't know, I feel like I'm maybe coming across as a little bit as being a bit critical of this game, but I feel more like actually no, I probably am being a bit critical. I don't know, it's mostly the jank, like that random soft lock, as well as not being able to skip dialogue being a little bit of a pain in the butt. I feel like those are the things that are, I'm actually being, like, properly critical of, I guess. And then there's other bits I'm just like, you know, this detail would be nice. Like, the engines having accurate head codes would be nice. Nah, you know I love it. Okay, I'm glad that's coming across accurately, because I definitely do love this game. It's amazing. I'm really glad it got made. I don't know, I feel like that's probably just the autistic side of me. When something is a little annoying, it's kind of hard to not focus on it a little bit. There's a lot of whistle signs on this stretch of track. time? It is 8:35, at least IRL time in the UK. Yeah, I'm on not much of a rush. Trying to think, is there anything else I need to do this evening? I need to make the schedule for next week. I don't have to do that this evening, but I would rather do so. It just feels right to post it every Sunday evening so that people, if they want to check out my streams in the coming week, they got as much notice as possible. Even though most weeks are mostly the same. Although, funny enough, a lot of them lately have not been the same because things have been unpredictable, I guess is the word, rather than just being the same every week. I at least know that there's probably not going to be a stream this Tuesday. But there should be one on Wednesday, which is unusual for me. But besides that, I imagine it's going to be mostly the same this week. At least I think I'll have to check my calendar just to be sure in case there is something going on this week that I need to be aware of. I don't think there is. Slow down. Slow, 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 slow. Kelsthorpe Road, right on time. I'm in a hurry because I'm scared the game's just going to be like, oh, you failed. You took half a second too long. Well, you do believe you're following, so if you're not working, the next time I stream, you'll likely be there. Well, that's great to hear. I'm so glad my streams are enough that you're willing to come back for more. I might not necessarily be playing this game though, because I do play other games as well. I've been playing a lot of Pocopia lately, which has been a lot of fun. So yeah, right now it is just a mix of Pocopia and Wonders of Sodor. I know I've got Pokemon Infinite Fusion that has been put on hold thanks to Pocopia and this game. But that will be coming back at some point. I know there's another game I've got to play in the start of April, so that's exciting. But besides that, the next time-sensitive game won't be until June, so I'll have a bit of time to play other games as well. Yeah, March is surprisingly busy. With Pocopia and Wonders of Sodor both coming out in March. Like, this is... I can't think of another time in my life that two games have come out in the same month that I've enjoyed. Not gonna lie, it feels pretty good. But another part of me wishes that they were, like, a little more spread out. So that I have, like, Well, I could have waited to play this game or Pocopia, but I couldn't. I really wanted to play them. So I didn't want to wait and play them later. Oh. Because for right now, I don't think there's any games in particular I'm super excited for. At least that have release dates. I'm excited for Subnautica 2, but I'm not going to play that until it's actually fully released. I'm not going to be playing the early release of that. And as far as I know, the full release has no scheduled time. There's the 2 Horizon multiplayer games that I'm definitely going to be playing on stream once I am allowed. I didn't get into the beta thing for Hunter's Gathering. Although once I learn that everyone will be under a strict NDA, because I am terrible at shutting up about Horizon because I'm just too obsessed with it, I knew I could not be trusted. So even if I did get in, I wouldn't have done it because, you know, I can't keep my mouth shut. Oh, the joys of having autistic special interests. Right, next up, Ballyhoo. You think the next new game after this one you're looking forward to is the Halloween game? Huh. Let me guess, that comes out in October? I'd be very surprised if it didn't, but then again, maybe it comes out earlier or later. Is there any spooky games for me to play this coming October, which is freaking like, a little over 6 months away, so I really shouldn't have to worry about that for now. You don't know if it does. It might be a summer release. Well, so long as it releases in time for Halloween, right? It would be a big shame if it released in November or something. Either way, it should be out in time for Halloween. Good. Because if it did come out in November, I would be very disappointed. Are we turning off onto the branch line? Yes, we are. I don't really know my way around Sodor by heart. For the most part, the TV show kind of was a bit loose with like how accurate specifically it wanted to be with locations. Oh, and you're also looking forward to the new Castlevania, Velman's Curse. I've never played Castlevania. Is it any good? I'm guessing you would say it's good if you're looking forward to the next game of it. I mean, why would you be excited for something that you don't think is good? Sorry, I feel like I'm being really awkward today. But then again, when am I not awkward? I don't know, even though I've been streaming for like over 3 years now, like officially over 3 years, even longer if you want to count the first time I streamed back in like 2021. And I still always just feel awkward as hell talking to chat. Don't worry about it, you have a splash of the tism too. A splash of the tism. I've never heard that I never heard it be described that way before. Well, if you've got a splash, then I've got a freaking tsunami. Or at least I've been described as being like, yeah, you're very autistic. And I'm like, yeah, honestly, I feel like I agree. Alright. Other side. Thank you. I'm not gonna look around for pictures. I feel like I don't want to screw this up now, given how long it's taken me to get here. Come on, James, you're being surprisingly quiet today, or this evening. Excuse me. Trust me, if I had it bad, I'd be as unintentionally creepy as your uncle, and you couldn't stay here. Wait, what? If someone's autistic, it doesn't automatically make them creepy though, right? 4 kilometers, we're fine. Your uncle has it worse than both of us. Okay, I think we'll just leave it at that then. I'll just take your word for it. Right, the last stop is Vickerstown. That is the end of the line. And then I'm assuming that we're not going to be heading into Barrow-in-Furness. Although it would be cool if we did. Go. It's very dark in here. Trains! Yay! Trains! That's more like it. Even though we can't see the trains right now. I should probably slow down. I don't want to derail. Jeez, how long is this tunnel? There it is. Right, there we go. That's much better. I prefer being outside, if possible. I like actually feeling like I am James, as opposed to just feeling like I'm just the driver. Oh, shush. Shut up, break time alarm. Yeah, this is probably gonna be the last, story of the day. Because, yeah, I've gone over just over 2 hours, and that was my goal for this evening. Yeah, it looks like we're probably going to be finishing up very shortly, unless I overshoot the platform, which I'm hoping I won't. see Vickerstown in the distance? That's fair. Hope I had fun. Oh yeah, I've definitely had fun. If I wasn't having fun, I wouldn't be streaming the game. That's the policy I'm holding myself to with these games. If I'm not having fun, then I'm not going to stream them. Because I don't want this to feel like a chore or anything. I stream because it's fun, not because it's a big chore, and not because it's a chore and something I don't want to do. I want to keep it something I do want to do. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm assuming this is Percy. He's beaten me here. And hopefully James is going to take this well. You look a bit tired. Okay, maybe not anymore, though.
James arrived at Vickerstown Station and was feeling pleased with himself. He had collected all the mail and tried his best to make up for lost time.
I hope you enjoyed watching the stream as
Percy
well, by
was
the way.
already there waiting for him. And so was Sir Topham Hatt.
You're up late, sir.
James was worried what he would say about him not being patient and waiting for the mail. Ah,
And for
there
getting
you are,
soft-locked
James,
as well.
said Sir Topham Hatt. I've heard from several of the
Dialogue's
station masters
overflowing
that you've
again.
done a good night's work, Sir Topham Hatt smiled. I've also heard that there was a small incident at Wellsworth Station, he added. But you put things right and have made sure that all the mail arrived on time. You have once again proved to me that you are a really useful engine. And a first-class one at that.
Wow, what a
Well done,
compliment.
James, puffed Percy excitedly. James felt so proud, he thought his boiler would burst.
Don't burst. You did? Glad to hear it. Okay, it looks like that situation was also done. Yeah, it looks like I might have finished all the stories. Henry's Tunnel is not a town game. Hello, Zenstroke. How you doing today? You came in just in time for the end. I'm just... Yeah, there's still shunting challenges to do. I've done that one. Done all of those. Yeah, it's only the white ones with the books that have stuff going on. Doing alright? How am I? I'm doing alright. Thanks for asking. Feeling sad because I feel like, yeah, I've pretty much done all the stories, haven't I? Aww. It's only shunting challenges left, as well as, the timetables. I've still got all of these to do. Oh, I can't. Wait, how do I... I don't know how to change the thing at the top. Well, I guess there's probably not going to be too many streams left of this, honestly. If I've done all the stories, I'll just have to do the shunting challenges and then some timetables. And then I guess I'll already be done with this game. And now I feel bummed out. Oh, I don't want it to be over. I want this game to keep going. Oh well. I can always play it again if I want to. Anyway. But with that, I am done for today. You can still chill and do timetables when I feel like it. True. If I want to play the game and I've already done everything, I could always just do everything again. Or just hope for more DLC. That would be nice. Dovetail games. Anyway, like I said. And for now, I am done for today.